Alright guys, let me start off by saying that I am in no means a Halo hater. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, so on and so forth. Point here is that this is not going to be a biased review by some sort of PlayStation fanboy, although there's nothing wrong with that. I will give you my utmost honest opinion because I love Halo, but at the same time I can't help but criticize this game. For starters, we're going to talk about the campaign, then we're going to move on to the multiplayer. So we're going to look at both aspects. I'm pretty sure not everyone plays Halo 5 for the same reason, but let's start with the campaign. So first thing I want to talk about is the fact that this, in my honest opinion, was the most disappointing campaign I have ever played. No, Halo 4 was not the most disappointing campaign. Halo 3 ODST was not the most disappointing campaign. The main reason why I dislike this campaign so much is because literally we were brought up to this point where you were to believe that there was this one-on-one fight that was going to happen between Locke and Master Chief, when it was just one cutscene. Literally just one cutscene between Locke and Master Chief going head to head.
Like hell she is.
But regardless, we get to see him kick his ass, which is great and all, but it wasn't as enjoyable as I thought it would be. But moving on, Master Chief, 3 missions. 3 missions, that was it. They weren't long at all, actually. They were probably the shortest missions in the game. But point here is that one of the missions was the most frustrating, where they decided to recycle the boss not once, not twice, but the 3rd time, and this time he fought 3 of them. Now, at the time I completed this campaign, I was completing it solo on Legendary, which I did manage to do day 1. It felt good, but at the same time felt terrible because of the way the game ended. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, it didn't end. It didn't really end. But, seeing as though you fought the same boss 3 times, and the first time on Legendary was kind of difficult. Imagine fighting 3 of them at the same time with shitty CPUs who literally did jack all. The one thing that I was so surprised they decided to take away was split-screen co-op, which really ticked me off because I invited my friend over to come and play some Halo 5. Once I found out that there was no split screen, I decided to do a stream instead, but I was very infuriated because me and my friend would have had a blast. Playing Halo 1 when it first came out with me and my friends split screen co-op, it was an amazing experience. Halo 2 even better. Halo 3, it was awesome. You could play as these different characters. Halo Reach, badass. You get to play as who you made, fucking awesome. Who doesn't love that? Halo 4, okay, cool, there's more than one chief again, that doesn't matter, at least there's some split screen co-op. Halo 5, what the fuck did you do? The campaign was so lacking, as well as you played as Locke. I repeat once again, you played as Locke for about 70% of the game. And no one, honest to God, I think literally 100 out of 1 million people give a shit about Locke.
The Envoy are resisting. Throw the Envoy out the airlock.
Moving on, I'd like to actually start talking about the multiplayer, the only bearable thing about the game. And guys, once again, I only speak the truth because I hate to destroy this game so much in this review, but I fucking love Halo, and it needs to be talked poorly. It needs to be pointed out for its flaws. Otherwise, it will never, ever, ever correct on those mistakes. And hopefully they do on the next game. Please, please, 343, correct this bullshit. The multiplayer, it's not bad, I'll give it that. I would completely stay away from Warzone unless it's Warzone Firefight. That shit's pretty fun. Warzone, the reason why I would stay away from it is because it's so unbalanced. The reasoning it's so unbalanced is because requisitions. They decided to put this thing in called requisitions. The boosts are awesome, that's fine. You can use the boosts for getting extra XP and RP. But the requisitions themselves used in Warzone are beyond broken. Now, if you are on the red team and the blue team manages to have 1 or 2 players with a higher level than you, right, and they can spawn a better item or vehicle, so on and so forth, they will have that extra advantage, and if they're really good with it, they will destroy you. They will utterly destroy your team and keep getting levels for your team, as well as keep your team from losing because they'll be killing you. Literally, I was in a game where we had 50 points, and I'm not, by any means, I'm not that bad of a player. I'm actually fairly decent. We had 50 points, and the enemy had close to 300. Why is that? Is because one of them literally got to level 3 and was able to spawn better shit than half the people that weren't even level 2 yet. So they need to balance that out a little bit still, and it's been a long time since the game's been out, and they still haven't balanced it. But hopefully that changes very soon. Moving on, the arena. The reason why I say stick to arena, it's very balanced, is because the arena game modes, such as Breakout and Team SWAT, you all spawn with the same garbage, and you all run the same direction, you just choose your own path. But the reason why it's balanced is because someone can't be like, oh, I killed 10 people, I'm gonna spawn. No. None of that bullshit, okay? Overall, the game itself, I wouldn't have purchased at full retail value, let alone the console. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. The console is badass. I'm not gonna complain. That is a fucking awesome looking console. The sounds a little weird, or they are a little weird. But that's besides the point. It does look beautiful. I will not deny it. It does look beautiful. If you're buying the console, sure, be my guest. Go for it. Should you buy the game at full retail? No. You should not. You should definitely wait till it's like 50 or less. I would say 50 or less. I hope this review really helped you guys, because honestly, this has been on my chest for a while. I love Halo. Halo's my favorite series. But please, 343, fix your shit.
Spartans! What the hell is... Osiris, the people of Meridian Station need our assistance.